All right, what's up, everybody? Thank you for that throw. What's up, Adair? Hope you're doing well. But we're getting ready to rock and roll immediately right now. Join us with the market recap show, Real Traders Stay Late. Thanks for that cup today, by the way. That was a lot of fun. We got a nice little gift there, which was fun. We will be showing you guys Benzinga Pro. So as we get this going, we will get the earnings. We'll get them in our ear. I've got Benzinga in my ear as well. The minute I see anything come through, we're going to try to get that. I also have the chat open. So if anything is in here, let me know what you guys see. We are waiting aggressively for Meta. We are waiting for IBM right now. Potentially out, but I don't think so.
IBM's 410.
Okay, IBM is 410. Thank you for that. Meta. The other one is LRCX. We'll wait for Lam Research right now. Nice name for Lam. Looking at what these guys have been doing on the daily chart. Nice push back down in for this chip maker. We'll have to wait to see what happens with Lam Research coming through there on the equipment side. I don't see anything yet. That's Lam, IBM, and then Meta. As soon as Meta comes in my ear, we're going to get it to you immediately. So, I mean, just today, if we're going to talk about some of the movements that we've had today, I'm going to get rid of UNG because, quite frankly, it's always moving, so we don't really need to see that. Today, we talked about some of the Chinese ETFs going through. Bob, a nice move up. FXI, a nice move today. What a down day again. The Qs was fine. The reason why I say down day for the Qs is if you zoom out, does this look like it was an update to you? Come over here. Who's over there today? Who is that? My guy. All right, Fabian, what's up, Matt? All right, there it is. Look at this move down all day for the Qs until finally bouncing back up and then fading out a little bit. We'll wait to see what happens here at the end of the day. Look at what happened to NVIDIA today, Adara. Down 3.5%. Goes, okay, no earnings out yet. Look what happens with NVIDIA closing near the lows of the day, down at 495 as that keeps on going. So thank you so much, Danny, there in the chat. Is Adara LePage related to Adam LePage?
I've not heard of Adam LePage.
That's a no. All right, so right here, Meta coming, not out yet.
I have it up. I'll
okay,
see
good.
when it comes. Yeah.
She'll get it for us immediately. Today, you do get a little bit of a pullback in XLF, down 0.37 right there. I'm a little nervous about Meta because let's check out our friend Netflix. Boom to the downside, tried to get going. I thought they had a good quarter. Watch out for a break there on Netflix. I want to thank everybody. I've got the chat right here right now. So we're not going to do roll call, but we've got the chat here, and we're ready to rock and roll. If I see anybody put anything up there in the chat, we will get you those earnings immediately. XLP, nice move to the upside today. Of course, consumer staples. The biggest proponent in consumer staples is Tesla. So Tesla today up 12%. That's a banger. Who had Tesla today? Tesla, my number one trade today. The number one trade on the sticky note today was Tesla up at 168. We'll see if we can rinse and repeat that tomorrow. Okay, Tesla, let's go. 3-minute chart. Right there, we had this short. I'm not logged into my system. We'll get that in a minute. I wanted to run over here and get this to you. So watch Meta, man. The implied move, actually, I don't even know what the implied move was there on Meta. We'll go to Market Chameleon to find that out. But right now, Tesla moving around 163. Nice little move here, even in the aftermarket, as we start to go back to the upside. Tesla today talking all kinds of nice man. Here, let's look at this. So here was the board today. Look what Google's doing. Today, the major indices, including the NASDAQ, gave up early gains midday, but mega cap stocks started to break down.
Hey, we got Meta.
Okay, Meta is now out, so here we go.
So they have revenue, 36.455 million.
Oh, no.
Beating, that's a beat, or sorry, billion. It's a beat here. The way this is worded is weird, but it is billions. It's a beat.
I hate
then
being
how
right,
do you do an EPS here? EPS beat, they beat.
Okay, they did not. They're getting crushed. Whether or not they beat or not, down goes Meta right now. So we'll go breaking news. It's Meta, and it's a Meta fail to the downside. Dump, dump, dump. There goes Meta. We're 2 for 2 in earnings calls, baby. Tesla upside, Meta downside. Not only that, we put our money where our mouth is. We got out of some Meta a couple days
That's
ago
smart.
with their.
That's smart.
Is it smart? I don't know.
Well, they said they're expecting a significantly large, meaningful increase in year-over-year in Reality Labs losses.
There we go.
That's a pretty bad look there.
We had
for
talked about
META.
this guide. There it is. Bang, Henry Chung. Not only are we a trader, we're a prognosticator. There goes downside on Meta. Get out wherever you want, but that's the downside for Meta. The whole market is dump right now. Look at the triple Qs. Ciao. We've been talking about this short for a minute. Welcome all of you here. Who's with your boy right now? Over 4,000 are here right now. Man, we nailed this. I'm not happy about this. I am hella long, but we did sell some Meta. 485, 495. We had been talking about that all day. Lam Research is out. LRCX is now out. I think Ford is out as well.
Ford's out, yeah.
Boom. We talked about Ford going upside. Watch Tesla, look at Ford. Ford, a huge move right now. Snapchat feeling ways. Snapchat down 6% on the back of this Meta number. Ford, what are the Ford numbers there? Get them to
Oh, yeah,
me.
they have
Start
them.
going.
So we had, they did declare a dividend, 15-cent per share dividend. What else happened here? So these numbers coming out here saying that they have quarterly revenue 42.8 billion. They remain on track to achieve $2 billion in cost reductions. So cost reductions, we know people like this. Also expecting costs to improve going forward, specifically for EVs. They're going to be offset by top line pressure, but they do expect EV costs to improve. We know how much we're looking at EVs in this market, especially after Tesla earnings yesterday. So not at all a bad look here for Ford, especially with that dividend. Saying lots of stuff the market likes right now.
Yep, we like that. Thanks to Dara for that one. Look at LRCX right now. A lot of people liking LRCX. The problem here with Meta, man. Meta, as we talk about, daily active 3.24 billion, up 7%. I feel like that's a little light. We'd like to see more than that. Lam Research, Q3 right now, EPS 779, smashing 730. Sales smashing. We'll wait to see what the forward guide is. That's what this market is looking for. So here we go. IBM to acquire, cash deal. So shout out to all my buyout traders. You'll be able to make money on day 1 and day 2, and then hopefully you'll stop. $35 right there for HashiCorp. Nice dollar right there, 6.4 billion. We'll see what happens right there with HashiCorp. There it is right there, Meta, Q2 sales revenue. That's gonna be a problem. 36 to 39 versus 38, that is a monster miss for Meta. Downside, this could get worse for META, Meta. Let me draw an anchored VWAP to Meta here and see exactly what we're talking about right now. We are well below. Look at that. Oh yeah, man, we nailed this one, Adara.
Yeah, it's not a bad look.
I can't be happy with it other than the fact that we were able to get some out. We've been talking about the short in this name. Meta now down 11%. It does feel good to be right. And today we are on that one. Not only that, we also, I know Neil sold some of his Ford. We didn't get out of any Ford. I'm looking to get out of some Ford, maybe up here near $14, and then we'll see where we go from there at some point. Danielle Shea. Is Danielle Shea in the chat? Miss Danielle Shea is also in the chat. But it's Chris Brecher day today. He wants to talk all about LRCX, all about ASML, and some of the calls that he had on there as well. But look at Meta. Meta continuously still going down, man. 440. Where will we stop? It's Meta time, and it is a bad one. IBM, though, the other way. Okay. I mean, IBM downside on the Hashi news. Remember, they're paying $6.4 billion for HashiCorp. So that makes kind of sense that IBM potentially going to the downside. But look at this, Adara. IBM 168 versus 160. That's a beat. Also sales miss.
Yeah, I saw the sales miss.
So you have anything else for us?
Yeah, for IBM, I mean, that sales miss is pretty bad. They're saying for the full year, they expect constant currency revenue growth consistent with the mid-single digit model. So that's not a raise at all there for IBM. Also saying they expect about $12 billion in free cash flow. So IBM, that miss definitely hitting them hard because that was a nice EPS beat. But yeah, in general, we know sometimes when acquisitions are announced, it causes the company acquired to go up and the company doing the acquiring to go down. I think especially the timing of this with earnings did not necessarily help IBM here.
Yeah, we like that. We like that. We like that. Good call there, Adara. Yeah, when you are spending that money. Who's trading Meta tomorrow? You guys are hilarious. Yeah, we'll be all over Meta, man. My #1 trade today was Tesla. I'll get that locked and loaded, and we can talk all about that. We made about 15% of our month in Tesla today alone. So that was a good one, man. And we are really proud of that. So shout out to that. We'll be looking at Meta. Meta's now basically in chill mode. It's not doing a whole heck of a lot. For me, unfortunately, the air up here is pretty thin. There is no room, like down to 400 bucks. We don't see any levels right here. This is why just the other day, and a shout out to Danielle. She talked about some butterflies on this name. Go find Danielle Shea on YouTube to get some of those plays. I don't see, by the way, Fabian Chris on my screen over here. So I don't know if this is logged in properly or not. All right, so 500 to 511 right now, trying to push down here for Meta platforms. I'm not sure where we're gonna go on this trade. Ramin, do we have to be logged into Zoom so I can see Chris on this? Yeah, okay, we'll get that all figured out because we do have Chris Brecher coming in just a minute. The other name that's out right now, CMG is out. And although me and Ramin are gonna have a date and go to CMG, What's CMG, she says. Okay, Chipotle. We're going to go get some Chipotle right there. Nice move up to 3,000, so they are winning right here. There's Chipotle, Mexican grill right now. I haven't had Chipotle in like probably 3 or 4 years, to be honest with you. Q1 adjusted EPS 13 versus 11. Hello. Nice beat there. Nice beat on sales. And remember when we were watching the show today? I said Chipotle's going to 3,000. And you know what? It ain't rocket science. It's going to break out. Look at this trade for Chipotle. Did you buy $3,000 calls? I hope you did. We talked about that one. You know what else is out now? What's up to Frank Slootman and Service Now? Service Now is actually getting hit here in the after hours. Service Now is getting pumped. Down to the downside, their numbers not great either. Service Now EPS adjusted 341 versus 314. That's good. Sales also a beat, but it is a downside move for Service Now. We're going to find out where that guide is exactly. Doesn't look like it's going to be good. Operating margin, look at Chipotle. Hey, man, when their food doesn't have salmonella in it, they are operating great. 60, that's a story from like 10 years ago. You guys probably don't remember that. But anyways, 16% versus 15. As we've seen margins in things like Tesla go to the downside. Chipotle still doing well. We've seen McDonald's increase their prices 100% in, what was it, 10 years, something like that, due to inflation. Inflation up 30%. McDonald's up 100%. Chipotle's actually relatively in line. I think their price is only up 39% versus inflation adjusted 31%. So that's what that's going on right now. Now, I don't know when the Meta conference is, but once they're on, we're going to get it for you immediately. Where did my Benzinga Pro go? I just want to see if there's any other news coming through here about anything. So Service Now, Chipotle, no, we don't have anything right now on Meta. The thing that we have to look for everybody, let's look at some of the other stocks. What about Snapchat? Snapchat down 7 right now. Yuck. Sell Snapchat. We'll find out more about Meta. Adair, do some more work for me on Meta because there's no way that's just a Meta Labs thing. I feel like there's something else there that we might have missed. I don't see it on Benzinga. You guys let me know. Still over 4,000 of you watching. We are going to get locked and loaded. Whenever Chris is ready, let me know because I'm ready for this guy.
Oh, okay, there's some more stuff on Meta as well. So basically saying that they're continuing to monitor the regulatory landscape just due to these overall increasing regulatory headwinds in the UK and the US. We know the FTC is very busy. Now the CMA as well in Europe coming after some companies. So Meta does have every reason to be a bit concerned there. So that definitely not a positive note. Their quarterly ad revenue was really nice though. Grew pretty nicely year over year here. So yeah, 35.6 billion versus 28.1 billion last year.
All right, so there you go. And look at the letter F here, Ford, just saying, you know what? Hey, man, EVs win yesterday, although they didn't. But Ford wins today. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at the screen immediately. We are a mountain goat, baby.
Whew. It's a nice look.
I like that. Sponsored by Real Trading. Is it a Ram? No, I've been confirmed that it's a mountain goat. I've already asked the marketing department about that. But really? I think it might be a Ram.
It'd be like a bull, a really aggressive bull.
It could be something like that. All right, are we ready? Yes, sir. Then let's go. Let's go. It's Chris Brecher. LRCX. Hey, Chris. How are you?
Hey there. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just as good as ever, my guy. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. We had one day last year when it was 7 degrees. It busted a lot of our irrigation pipes, so I have somebody working on that. So if you
Last
hear the
year.
Ring doorbell go off, you know what it is.
Okay,
But
as long as you got those snakes in a cage, because I know they were running around your house there for a minute.
they're back in a room, thank goodness. But I still don't trust them. So
I, I,
I so
for,
but
for me, I'm
getting
not a
back to it.
reptile guy. I don't know. I don't trust those things. We have an axolotl. My son has an axolotl. I don't know if you know what those are. Those are pretty cool as
Well,
well.
my daughter sold a snake to a 10-year-old girl that she sent a picture of the snake wrapped around her neck and her on a swing set with it.
Okay, I don't know if some parents should be getting involved with that or not. All right, let's talk about the market. It's always great to go back and forth with you, obviously. You sent a note to me about ASML and LRCX. So we just had Lam Research come out right now, up 1%, not really doing anything in the after hours. But why don't we discuss what you had talked about with me there in the email? You've always come with some great ideas, especially looking at some companion trades. So what do you have for us, Chris, right now? It looks like you're going to talk a little bit of NVIDIA.
Well, the first thing I wanted to talk about was the reversion to the mean trade on the close. So I was sort of kidding around because a sprinkler person's here and it's going to cost me probably $300.
Yep.
So the thing is that we did an SPX put fly on the close at 60 cents, sold it at $1.40, it closed at 3.50, which would have paid for the sprinkler person. But the whole point is, even though it was on the close, when you have big earnings like Meta coming out, a lot of times that SPX at the last minute goes back to unchanged, which is what it did, which is pretty exciting. So I thought I'd show you just a little trader trick in there. And it also worked in Meta.
Okay.
So when Meta was up 9 earlier, it went back to be down for the day. And then when it was down 5, when it was up 9, it went unchanged. When it was down 9, it went back to unchanged. It's amazing how they revert to the mean.
Before we continue, Chris, I just want to bring up, we have over 3,500. Come to my screen quickly if you can, Ramin or Fabian over there. We have over 3,500 people watching. I want to thank every single one of you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, man. It's been a big, big show, and everyone's here for Meta earnings, IBM, Lam Research, Service Now, Chipotle. Look at this move here, Chris. Meta absolutely to the downside. I sold Meta the other day at 485. I'll find the exact price, up into here. We had the 50-period moving average, and to me on the daily, I don't know about you, but I saw Netflix. I saw the response to that. I saw Tesla come out with a bad report. And I was just thinking that, hey, maybe tech names are overheated here a little bit right now. I was favoring the short in Meta. Was there anything that potentially you saw that could have helped or saved the longs, or potentially something that might have got you into the short? Right now, Meta's down 12%.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll go over ASML and Lam Research in a minute. But the other thing was, and this sounds weird, but it works, is you watch the transports today get destroyed. So the transport's testing the low from last week. Right there.
Yep.
So you have what's going on down here, and you get that the MACD, the MACD is starting to roll over. So the transports are testing there. So on the right, you have this. So give me 1 second.
Yeah. Take your time. You want me to let you load it up? We can load that up. So the thing that I was worried
about. Yeah, this Gardner's calling right now. Give me 1 second.
All right, go deal with that. You know the thing about these sprinkler guys is save yourself some money. Just water your. My parents used to have those sprinkler systems that used to come up and everything. And then thing is, they do break down.
Yeah. Just do the hose.
Yeah, whatever. You go out there. We were talking about trailer boys. You go out there, you light a smoke, you water the grass. I don't know. It can be kind of fun. Okay, so let's just quickly. We'll let Chris set up. Let me know when you're back. LRCX right now. Lam Research. Those earnings are out. Not much happening. Let's review IBM a little bit. IBM again. HashiCorp, $6.4 billion, coming off of their market cap. So that makes sense because again, they are acquiring HCP for $35 cash. So this name is probably halted right now, up here to 32 and change. We'll watch out for well, actually it's moving around. So HCP should be done tomorrow at 35 cash. You got to give some leeway to that because, again, time value of money. We'll see how HCP trades tomorrow. This is a buyout name. So, all right, Chris, what do you want to talk about? It looks like you got DJT on your mind all of a sudden.
Yeah, the reason I mentioned DJT, now this is sort of creative.
Okay.
But the thing is, if DJT is testing its lows from last Thursday to Friday, so in the Dow Jones, transports have been down this year. So all it did was rally to resistance, that horizontal line. NVIDIA rallied to that resistance, that horizontal line. So to me, that meant the QQQ was going to fail.
So when you're drawing
QQQ
those
on the right, just about correlated indexes. So if the transports were getting nailed and testing the low on the left, it just seemed to me that the QQQ was going to try to test the lows. It hasn't yet. But because of that, the only way it was going to do that is if the metas of the world get hit.
Right. And guess what happened?
So that's why we were short this morning when the transports got nailed.
Right.
And so it worked so far. So it would have avoided disaster. Let's just put it that way. And I'm not sure the QQQ isn't going to go to where the transports were last week. So that's pretty exciting. Like I said, the reversion trade worked in Meta. And if you want, I'll show you ASML and Lam Research and why we messed around with Lam Research in there.
Sure. We can go over that. I think that is important. You talked about companion trades. We could look right now, and if you come over, you get yourself loaded up here, but look at Snapchat. Snapchat pulling back down right now, down 7% as well on Meta earnings. We have names like Pinterest. Just thinking about Pinterest, look at this name, all the way down 33 down to 30 and change and going lower here, as well as some of these big social media names. I could see Microsoft maybe come. Yeah, look at that. LinkedIn, again, an asset for Microsoft. That's coming off. We know oopsies, GOOGL. What brings I sold Google the other day as well.
Really?
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah, not bad. Nice move down in a lot of these names. So let's go over and look at ASML, of course, Chris, that reported last week, right? So that must
reported last night.
Oh, ASML did? Oh, that's my bad.
I could have that wrong, but yeah, it reported last week. Sorry, but it opened way up because of Texas Instruments. So what happened was we were playing the reversion trade in Lam Research on the right. So our whole idea is if ASML was pulled up because of good earnings from Texas Instruments and ASML started to get nailed. So this opened up 10. And Lam Research, I know this is real simplistic, but that's how I am, I guess.
Yep.
If Lam Research opened up 25 when ASML only opened up 10, then you look for a trigger to short the Lam Research, betting at the minimum of it going back to unchanged. There's that whole reversion thing like Meta. So when ASML on the left started to fill the entire gap, we were short Lam Research right here. So now I didn't short much. I short all of 10 shares, but made $13. So it's all on your size preference. But we made $13 in Lam Research. But we had a different trade. When Lam Research opened up here, we lowballed puts. So we bought the some out of the money puts at 410 and sold them 2 minutes later at 510. So that was pretty exciting. Yeah, but it was all about reversion combined with other stocks in the group. And that's why we messed with Lam Research on the right. Not overnight. I don't really bet on earnings a lot.
Right.
So except the whole thing with Meta would keep me from buying the Meta, thinking the QQQ will go where the transports are. Very unscientific, but it's worked over a long period of time.
Yeah, I don't believe in science anyways. No, we believe in science. Look at Meta, Chris. We are still going lower and lower and lower right here. I am feeling pretty good about that call going short on Meta. And congratulations, any of you that played this as well. Nice downside move right there for Meta. It's taken names with it. Is there a level before I let you go? Because I have to be gone at 4:30 today. I don't know if you were ever into Little League or anything like that, but I absolutely love coaching these kids, and I have a date with them tonight at 6 o'clock on the Diamond, so that should be a lot of fun right now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Have
that's
fun.
what's your favorite sport?
It's a little pleasure when the kids are young like that.
It really pulls at my heartstrings, so we better not talk about it or I'll get emotional. Okay, where is there support? Is there anything that you're seeing on Meta? Most of the people, we still have over 3,000 here right now because you know what, Chris? Real traders stay late, and that's what we're doing. So I'm going to ask you, as a real trader, where is support on Meta? I've drawn an anchored VWAP. I think we're getting close. Maybe 400 is that gap fill.
400.
400.
Absolutely.
Is that what you like? Okay, let me throw it over to you. Go ahead, Chris.
No, there's your filling the gap.
Yep.
You're on the same page with me on this. So when all heck breaks loose, I like using price levels. And definitely Meta there. Now, the other one you mentioned, there's some regulatory headwinds they talked about. That's got to hurt Google.
Yeah. Did you see what Google's doing in the aftermarket? Google right now down 2%.
So now you got this. You got on the left is Meta, and now you're wondering if Google's going to go to 145.
That would be a buy. So we had your friend Chris Varley on as well. He actually called Meta as being the one that he liked to the long, which is actually not to say there's anything wrong with that, but that's why I feel like Meta's down, right? Is because a lot of people were looking for that long. We even had a poll up in our chat, and it was like 60-40 basically that people thought Meta was going to beat. I was on, of course, the sell side. So lucky, sometimes we always talk about this, the sun shines on a dog's ass twice a day. So we could be right every once in a while, and today we were that. So, all right, Chris, where can they find you? At Simpler Trading, anything you're doing right now? I know you're big on stock twits.
I've been posting a lot on Twitter, which is at Chris Brecher. Stock Twits is Christopher Brecher. But if I do really, really bad trades, it's under John Smith. I just want to make that clear.
Right, same as me too. I have that 5/8 account that I just keep pumping out. So, of course, the problem with me is that every single trade I put on, every single person can find it on YouTube. So I got to be on the up and up, but I do like that idea. I think I'm going to have a throwaway account on X. All right, it's Chris Brecher. Look, thank you so much for coming on again. You're one of the best and one of my favorites. It's Chris Brecher. Go find this guy.
That's nice of you to say. Well, thank you.
Thank you. See you, Chris. Take care, my friend. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
That's Trader Talk. All right. Adara, look, we have so much fun now, and I put on there that we were going to talk about the sticky note and all of that. But the one thing that I have to show you guys about the sticky note is very, very simple. And this is put in your time, put in your work. We talked about people waking up at 4:30 and all that kind of stuff today. That's real good, you know? But at the end of the day, you got to do you.
Yeah.
And what I'm getting with all that is make sure that whatever time it is, whether or not it be 4:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, tonight, go home, figure your levels out, and then you know what? We wrote down here Tesla 168. You got to go to the sticky note. 168 right there. We talked about why we like that. We talked about Google long at 157.50. So let's go back over the top two trades of the day right here. Let's look at Tesla. So you're going to say, all right, Tesla was 168 short. We talked about that. The high of the day right there for Tesla is 167.97. We had 167.80s. And we got out at 158 and change. That's a $10 winner right there for Tesla. Do you remember what I said my Google long was?
Your Google long, your plan going forward, 145?
That was Chris Brecher's level, but good call.
Sorry.
Right here, 157.50 we wrote down, Adara.
Yes.
You look at that. This is 157.50 right there.
Perfect.
And that was it off the open. And then again today, we don't have a crystal ball. We just have experience, and we have what we call that gumption. So thank you so much for joining us. I got to get out of here. It's been a heck of a day.
Indeed.
We're going to be doing this all tomorrow.
I'm excited. Tomorrow we have even more earnings. We have Snap, we have Microsoft, we have Alphabet, we have Intel, we have Roku. There will be much to talk about tomorrow. So many earnings.
So many people would think that we're done now, but we're not done because we've got the roll call. All right, so look, this show would be nothing without everybody. Make sure you go find our sponsor at Real Trading. But now is an opportunity for everybody to say hi to each other. So let's go. Let me see who's in the chat right now. I've already seen Danielle Shea. Hi, Danielle Shea, who's gone now. What's up to Jay Walker? I mean, who's still here? Here's Trading School. Fat Figure's here. So what's up to you? What's up to Hold My Beer? YZ is here. Hey, is Yeezy here? What's up? Yay. If you're here. What's up to Bristol? What's up to Sebastian? Yeah, get those baseballs. Throw them baseballs up, baby. Right now. Yo, what's up to the Dan McIsaac? We know who you are. What's up to Hold My Beer? Jam Loke. D-Loaf is here. Hey, we like D-Loaves, man. What's up, Rich Naples? Best Pizza. Kevin Mendoza. Thank you, Katina. Oh, that's my name, sorry. What's up to Atef? What's up to Derek? Chef Joe's here. Let's go, Chef Joe. Sebastian's in the building. Big Kyle Burdett. Shout out to Sharif and shout out to you as well. Yoel is here. Everybody. Rob Jenkins? I used to trade with the Rob Jenkins. If it is that Rob Jenkins, shout out to you, man. We had so much fun back in the day. If that's my guy, shout out to you. Shout out to Darren, if he's there as well. You'll know who that was. Adara and Shawn bringing the heat. So shout out to Retail Joe as well. All right, I'm out of here.
Yep.
I mean, you want to just continue the show by yourself?
We could, I don't know if we could do more roll call. I'm bad at sarcasm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, no problem. That wasn't sarcasm.
That was seriousness. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Okay, cool.
All right, shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for watching again today. I love you, Marissa. Thank you so much for everything, Adara. Thank you to Fabian for coming through, and thank you to my friend Chris Brecher as well for throwing down on the market recap show. Look, this show's never going to be the same because every day it's different. We got earnings, we've got a new market, so make sure you join me daily and Adara daily on this exact desk as real traders stay late. It's your market recap show. Go find me at TraderTV Shawn on Instagram and on X. Same with Miss A. All right, for now, it's been a blast. I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Ciao.